Pelican State. We outside. We in the booth where the dirt fly high. Chalk line, bright sun ball up in the sky. From Shreveport down to that Gulf Coast sand. We rolling through the state with a glove in our hand. Let's go! Cleats on fire when they hit that field. Got a cannon in the arm that swings so real. If you hustle every inning, it's your time. Rising stars on deck, get in line. Pelican State rising stars. We lit all-star dreams. Whole team going hit. 4-4-6 rolling through yo-yo. Who out there playing that all-star hard?
And good evening, folks. And well, boy, that gets you excited about a Sunday night of talking softball. I am Doug Gann with the Pelican Softball Report and 446 Sports, and delighted to be here with you on a Sunday evening. And Maggie Guyotte and her father, Brian, joins us tonight. And Maggie, first of all, welcome.
Thank you.
Good to be here.
Look, just a great start to late start to the season. You guys have been battling some folks, and it seems like Coach Justin doesn't shy away from playing anybody.
No, sir, he doesn't. He puts us against the best, and I mean, it just tests us. I mean, it gets us ready for playoffs. I mean, if we're playing the best, then we're learning from each game, no matter what happens. So it just makes us better, if anything, win or lose. I mean, yeah, win or lose, it makes us better as a team.
Folks that may not be familiar with Quitman, I don't know, they may have been sleeping or something else, but back-to-back state champions in Class B, and that's a tremendous accomplishment too. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I mean, we knew that we could have had 3, but I mean, we knew that we had it in us, and it was just getting the experience and coming together and playing as a team. We worked our butts off for it, and we pushed ourselves, we pushed each other, and just being able to get both of those under us back to back, it's such an accomplishment, and it's an honor. It's amazing to even get to experience that.
And look, you ladies are front runners again. Of course, sitting 1-2 up in the standings with Stanley right now. Power rankings, what they are, that'll all work itself out one way or another. But I think it would be a shock to everyone if y'all weren't back in Frash playing for another title.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think we should definitely be there. We just have to play the game. That's just, anything can happen, but we just got to play our game.
I just love how you politically make sure that you don't go out and say anything. I love that. Yeah. And it is. You've got to go out and battle, because when you get down to Frash, anything can happen.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's anything, anybody's game. That's any game though. Like, no matter what happens, I mean, you could be playing the best team or the worst team. Anybody can pull it out. It's just who wants it more.
Look, I love that. And, so we're going to take these few minutes to familiarize folks with you. You're set to where you're going to pursue your post-high school career as well. You're going to stay close to home and go to Louisiana Tech.
Yes, sir. I'm extremely excited to be able to stay close to home and keep playing. I mean, that's all I wanted as a kid, was to play softball, and for me to get to do it 15 minutes up the road is the biggest dream come true. It's everything I would have ever wanted.
Look, in a large family that are very athletic as well. I bet those Thanksgiving Day athletic competitions were pretty intense.
Oh yeah, for sure. We play a mean game like cornhole.
So where does the competitiveness come from, mom or dad?
Both. Probably more dad, but definitely both. I mean, we're pretty competitive. We don't like to lose.
Look, you can see that. And so that brings us around to where we're at tonight. Brian reached out to us last year, and of course we were able to meet there down at the park and in Sulphur. And you talked about something that you wanted to do as a senior project. Here it is, your senior year. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I've always wanted to do something for St. Jude's, especially for younger kids, because I mean, it's heartbreaking to see kids go through the things that they have to go through, especially at such a young age. Their lives are just getting started, and I mean, they don't know. So right. You always want to help them as much as possible and give back as much as possible. And sometimes you have to put your things in different places to be able to do that. And specifically, there's one of my little cousins. She has childhood cancer. She's been struggling with it her whole life, and it's just heartbreaking to see that. So I've always wanted to give back to that, and always wanted to try to do more for that, and I just didn't know where to start. So it's just, I'm glad that we're able to get this going now.
So let's announce that tonight. Then you talked about the home runs for hope is what you had talked about, and kind of give us a background of what this competition is, and then what the idea. And I think it stretched out to starting this weekend all the way into our All-Star games that are coming up in May.
But what we initially come up with, I mean, this whole project, whenever cancer hits a community like Quitman or like even Jackson Parish, I mean, it everybody feels it. You know,
right.
It doesn't just affect those families or, you know, the immediate family there. When you have a close knit family like Quitman is as a whole, everybody feels the hurt. Everybody feels the pain. Everybody wants to step up and help. And it was just a no-brainer that when it come to giving back, that this is probably one of the most worthwhile things that we could do is to help St. Jude. You know, they're the real thing, the real deal. And initially what we thought about was just basically having a home run drive, you know, like get donations for every home run that Maggie hit throughout the year. And, you know, the staff from Quitman, you know, coaching staff, they jump right on board and say, hey, you know, we want to be a part of this, you know. So let's just do the whole team, you know. So, and then the more people you talk to, you know, the more interest, the more ideas come about. And, you know, they hey, plug me in. What can I do, you know? First time I talked to a local business owner, Ronald Washington, he said, look, I want to be the first one. I want to be the first one to donate. I'm number one. I want to start it all. And he's even reached out to me, and he wants to come this weekend and help, just do anything he can do to help. He's going to contact his, you know, some of his friends, you know, see if we can't get something started, you know, with this. And every dime of this, every penny that's raised through this is going straight to St. Jude.
And look, so the idea behind it that we had started with was let's have a home run derby, a one-day home run derby. Mm-hmm. And then it morphed. And as these things do, it just snowballed a little bit more and snowballed a little bit more. And you said, hey, let's have a season long. You know, the good old days when Brian and I were through, it was you'd jump rope or you'd shoot free throws, you'd do something like this.
Walk-a-thon.
Yes. And so what you're able to do is the idea was we're going to pledge for home runs in our Pelican State Rising Stars All-Star game. Then we said, why not do it all year long? And I thought that was great. And Quitman's already doing that. And so we said, hey, let's kick this off. Once we were able to get our QR code, because this just shows you, and I know the little dinosaur there is pretty cool, but what this QR code is, and we're going to post that up and post it everywhere, you'll be able to just scan that, and it's going to take you to the donation page. And so you can donate a set amount right there. Down in the comments section, you just write what school that you have. And whichever school raises the most money, we're going to have prizes for them at the end of the year. And so what we've done is said we want to launch this weekend. And what better place than the Quitman tournament that we're going to be up there covering. And there's some talent up there. And I might be biting off a little more than we can chew right here. But as 446 Sports, we're going to set the bar. And this is what the challenge is going to be based off of. We're going to donate $10 for every home run that is hit over the 9 games between Friday afternoon and Saturday. And we want to get alongside of you guys to challenge the entire state, wherever you're at, to make those pledges.
Yeah, each softball team. And if the baseball teams want to get involved with this, there's not going to be a loser here, but somebody's going to be a champion. Ronnie stepped forth and said he'd come up with something really, really nice for the winner. Whoever and we started out this being about home runs, but in the end, the number, the real number that we're looking for is to raise money for St. Jude, whatever that number is. I know, as being a part of Quitman community, that everybody wants to be a part of that. Everybody wants to help, and they're competitive. And anytime anybody's in need, they're going to step up and do their part. But to be honest with you, this is actually something I wouldn't mind losing. You know, this whole deal, because the winner here is going to be St. Jude. If we finish dead last, I know we're going to raise a lot of money.
So Maggie, you're very familiar with the entire softball community. I mean, you've played travel ball, you've played in every single thing it seems like that there is out there. Look at that camera now, and let's issue that challenge to some of these folks. If you're in tournaments or have games this week, now's the time to step up.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think especially some of the bigger schools that we know, like Calvary and Sam Houston, the ones that hit all the home runs, I definitely challenge them. I know a bunch of girls on West Monroe's team as well. I think that anybody that wants to can help, and it would just be an honor for that to be like applied to this. I think we'll take anything that we can get, because I mean, this is it's not for anybody personally. It's for St. Jude, and it's for those kids that are going through that.
I encourage them to get creative.
And look, that's the beauty of all of this.
I'm sorry. I just was saying I would encourage these.
That's right. Schools, figure out.
Be creative. Get out sign the little kids up and tell them, hey, we'll give away a softball bat, to whoever raised the most money. Like I said, in the end, everybody's going to win in this situation, and be creative and come up with ways to raise money for St. Jude. This is a very, very worthwhile deal, and I just know that Louisiana's known for Southern hospitality, and I couldn't think of a better way or a better thing that we can do than love on these kids and show them some love and raise some money for these families who are going through something that is just unimaginable.
Well, we're excited to partner with you both on this. It's been about a year that we've been talking about this. I think May was the year. But what better way to kick it off? And you're right. So these Calvaries and West Monroes and these teams that are hitting them in bunches, find a way. Let's do this. And the beauty of that QR code is when you click to it, it takes you right to the race page for Ronnie Schwartz. That's the Ronnie that you talk about. He has been one of the national leaders in donations received, does a tremendous job for the kids all across the nation. But down in the comments down below, when you'll see how it follows along, just in those notes, put the team that you're supporting, and that'll go and give you credit for it on there. But we're inviting folks to step up and pledge along with 446 Sports on home runs hit in the Quitman tournament on Friday and Saturday. 9 games. I'm thinking y'all ought to hit about 30 this weekend. Does that seem like a good number in 9 games? 3 a game.
Yeah, that does to me. I think it's a good number.
Just got to make if the wind's blowing out. How big's the field at Quitman?
Well, we're playing
the Jackson Parish Rec.
Yeah, you're playing at Jackson Parish. That's right.
200. So I mean, I think.
Oh gosh.
I think
and the wind blows out there, I'm in trouble.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it's okay. It's okay. I think we're going to have hopefully we'll have the St. Jude backdrop that's up there. Mm-hmm. Come by and take a picture, visit with Maggie, visit with the folks, visit with us, and do your thing to be a part of what the Quitman family and Maggie Guyotte is doing there for St. Jude's. And Maggie, we hear about you as a ball player, and this is our opportunity to you may not even want to answer this, but we've seen what you do as a ball player, but this is just a testament to how good of a person you really are. And that's something special.
Yeah. Like in my opinion, I don't think that everything is just about the sport. I think that most everything that you do comes from the heart, and this is just something that God's placed on my heart. I think that I've thought about this for a long time, even if it was just doing something on my own, going to make my own money to raise money for a charity, just doing something like this to help somebody, to give some people, some families like peace of mind, and just ease their conscience just a little bit, to help in any way possible. It's something that it helps me, like knowing that I have a chance to help with that now. And it's definitely something that touches my heart, and I could get emotional over it because I can't imagine being in that situation. And I thank God that I have everything that I do. And it's heartbreaking to see that, but to be able to help would just it'd be amazing.
Look, when we talked back at Frash and did the original interview, I thought on a small home run derby, and Brian, you and I have had this conversation multiple times. And if we could raise $500, how cool would that be? Our goal out of this weekend, and this is going to be our Home Runs for Hope weekend, and I'd love this to be an annual event. I'd like to see us statewide, people step up all around the state, and let's make our goal $10,000 out of this weekend to do that. And that would certainly make a mark in what you're doing, but it just shows the love of this state and this sport, which is such a great sport.
Oh, yeah. If we could get like some, I'm not influencer by no means on social media, but there's lots of them. We could get one of those on board to spread the word, and this thing could really get crazy. I mean, in today's time, who knows how it could get.
Yeah.
I'm personally, I know like I said, one business owner is going to be there to hand out a check in front of the St. Jude banner. If we could get any more local businesses or businesses that just want to show up and donate, we'll give them a little kick in the advertisement thing there, that they can get recognized for, and it's all tax deductible. So, like I said, they get credit for it, and we'll see how it all plays out. We're excited to do it, and excited to see what the Lord does with it.
Absolutely, and we'll have that QR code in an event. We'll have our event posted tonight at 10 o'clock, and it'll have the QR code that's in there, and it's going to be our Home Runs for Hope. And Maggie, I commend you for the work that you've done in your community, what you're going to do as you move forward, and what's on your heart here for St. Jude's.
Thank you. I mean, it's just any way that I can help, I'd love for it. I mean, like I said, it's just give anybody peace of mind with it. It eases my heart too. And I'm just thankful to have the opportunity with y'all to be able to do this and for y'all to kick it off for me. And it's an honor. So thank y'all.
Well, we're delighted, and it's a small part of it. So we're going to put you back up on front of the camera, and I want you to look in there and talk to those teams down on the North Shore, down in Lake Charles, here in Central Louisiana, up north where you're at, everywhere. So this is your shot to issue your challenge for everybody to step up.
Yes, sir. All right. I want to challenge every single school in the state of Louisiana, the big ones, the small ones, every single one of y'all. I want to challenge y'all to donate for Home Runs from Hope for each home run that y'all hit during the season. No matter what it is, it could be $1, it could be $5, it could be $20. Anything helps.
It doesn't have to be home runs. This, like I said,
Anything.
This number, this could be getting out in the community, getting businesses involved in your community. Just raise money for your school. Like I said, Roddy talked like something like a state championship trophy at the end of this thing, something that they can take and put in their trophy case, in the gym at the school, something that, you can be proud of. And,
that's already in the works. There will be a state champion in this event, and we'll award that at our Pelican State Rising Stars All-Star game. So one idea that was thrown around, Maggie, is that you compete against the other 8 players. I don't know how that's good. They might get you that time, but it'll be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, for sure. Anything. It don't matter to me. Everybody's a winner in this situation.
The perfectly spoken there too. Look for that event to get posted here in about 20 minutes. You'll find that QR code that is right there where you can get on board. You don't have to pledge per home run. You don't have to pledge per anything. You can make a donation. It will all go in the Home Runs for Hope. Just put your school and Home Runs for Hope down in the memo, and they'll take care of you right there. All of that money goes straight to the St. Jude's Fund with Ronnie Schwartz and their nonprofit and that group that gets that up there. So Maggie, Brian, thank y'all so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can I say one more thing? I think Ronnie explained to me that when they do the QR code thing, that money goes straight to St. Jude. They can get that money and start using it for what it's intended to be used for. It's not going through anybody's hands. It goes straight to St. Jude.
That's 100% correct. It doesn't go through us. It doesn't go through the schools. It doesn't go through anybody else. It goes straight into this fund that gets it up to St. Jude's, and so that's the number one thing, is that money gets to where it's supposed to go. And man, I'm excited about it. I can't wait for this weekend. We've got a lot of great softball. You guys have a pretty big one tomorrow night, I understand.
Oh yeah, yeah. Gina's tomorrow night, and they're one of the big dogs in town around.
They definitely are. But Maggie, I don't think you'd want anything else.
No, I wouldn't. I want the competition for sure.
Yeah, Justin, he feels a whole lot better battling out these 1-run games than going and beating somebody 15-0 in 3 innings. We're not growing from that. So Justin's got a plan. We're gonna stick to it, and we're gonna see where we're at the end of this thing.
Justin's going to be one of our assistant coaches in the Pelican State Rising Stars All-Star game as well. And I think they're already game planning on what they're going to do. I was like, guys, you got to finish the season first. But I don't think there's anybody more competitive than Justin Dodson.
Oh, no. He's pretty.
Oh, no. Well, guys, thank y'all so much for being a part of this. And we look forward to visiting down there, or up there. Sorry about that. Up there in Quitman this weekend. When we come to town, we'll be streaming all 9 of the games over the 2 days that are on Field 4. So come by and say hi to us. Come by and say hi to Maggie. And let's go out there and hit some home runs.
Yes, sir.
There you have it. Guys, that's good. Oh, no, absolutely. Thank you to Maggie and Brian Guyotte for being a part of this. And we'll talk again real soon. That's going to wrap it up for this special Sunday night edition of the Pelican Softball Report. Don't forget, follow all about it on 446 Sports and look for the event and check in on that one. Guys, that'll wrap it up. We'll see you next time. God bless you all and good night.
Good night.